Okay, so in the previous video, I mentioned, was when we're setting up the sounds, that the sound attenuation is probably going to be it might be an issue with playing with our animations, such as having our sound cues being in our animation. Well, we just had those directly as playing as dot wave, just plain old audio sounds. Now I created two little test cues here to show you what I mean. So this 1911 reload, magazine out and magazine in, are not using these two sound cues with attenuation. But I have another animation here, the reload empty. That one is. So I'm going to give you a quick example. So let's say we have this guy here, he's reloading. Let's say we have this guy right here, he's right beside him. When this guy reloads, this guy's going to hear it because he's really close. And with the way we currently had it set up from the last video, even if he was all the way over, here where my cursor is, he would still hear it as if he was right beside him. So this is what sound attenuation will fix. So when he hears this reload animation play without it, without the two sound cues, he's going to hear it no matter where he is on the map. But if he hears the reloading with these two, he's going to hear the magazine out anywhere on the map, but he's not going to hear these two necessarily. He'll hear them when he's up close, but if he's far away, he won't hear them. So I'm going to give you an example here. You can actually test this by just playing it in the animation. So here I want to press play. As you can see, I'm right close. Plays the sounds all the same. I go really far away. It plays the sounds the same still. There it is. I lost where I was. Okay, so now if I go to reload empty, also if you don't hear these two sounds playing, which you do right now, you have to move a little bit and you'll hear them. So if it's dead silent and it sounds funky, just move your camera around. So I'm right beside it and you can hear these two sounds playing just like normal. I go far away. As you can hear, it's quieter. Go farther away. It's dead silent. I just nudge a little closer and it's very quiet. Go back up. It's nice and loud. And that's due to how I have these two configured. So for example, if I open them up, I have overridden the inner radius. So this is where it'll be as loud as normal for up to 50 centimeters. Then it'll end the fall off at 1,000 centimeters. So when I'm 1,000 centimeters away, I will no longer, well, 1,001 centimeters away, I will no longer hear that sound. But if I'm at, 999 centimeters away, I will hear that sound very faintly. So over the distance between 50 and 1,000, that's where the sound is going to gradually kind of fall off. It's going to get quieter and quieter until it hits that 1,000 centimeter mark. So that's how we're going to configure these. So I'm going to go ahead and I really shouldn't have closed that animation because I'm going to go ahead and delete these two, and we're going to replace our sounds with the attenuation. It's hard for me to pronounce it. So let's go to weapon sounds, reload. Let's start with the pistol. Get rid of these two guys. And what we can do is we can right click, go to sounds. We're going to create a just a quick little sound attenuation. And let's call this one SA underscore weapon manipulation. So this is going to be what kind of controls the distance and stuff like that, or attenuation. So like we're going to be just only adjusting our inner radius and our fall off. So I already know that I want the inner radius to be at least 50 centimeters, and I want the fall off to where you no longer hear the sounds to be roughly 1,000. I'm going to go a little bit farther and I'm going to go to 1,200 and hit save. Now we're going to create a sound cue. So we're going to do sounds again and create a sound cue. This one's going to be called SC underscore pistol underscore mag underscore in. What we're going to do is we're going to drag pistol mag in into the sound cue, like so, and plug it in. Now go to the output, click it, and you'll see these settings here you cannot edit. Now, if you did not want to create these specific sound attenuation, I'm positive I'm not pronouncing that right. I cannot pronounce that to save my life. You can just scroll down. You will have override attenuation right here, and you can see some settings are now enabled. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna set our own. So I have this SA underscore weapon manipulation. It's dedicated just for it, and that's gonna be using the settings that we created. So that's pretty much what I want this to use. Now we can just hit save. And I want to go ahead and duplicate this a couple times. So Control W. Whoops. Control W. Control W. There we go. It kind of like spazzed out. So we have pistol mag in. We have pistol mag out. We have slide underscore home. And slide underscore rear. So we have 4 sounds lining up with our 4 sounds. So let's open up our pistol mag out. Change this to pistol mag out. Save. Just gonna open up both of these. So we have the slide home. So pistol slide home. Save it. And we have the slide rear. So slide rear and save. Now let's change all these out. Whoa, still sensitive. Let's go ahead and just leave this guy here. We're going to do search for SC underscore. We have pistol mag out. Let's go to when the mag gets reinserted. So about here. We're going to add a play sound. We're going to add pistol mag in. And slide starts to go home about at this frame. So we're going to add another sound, line it up with the timeline mark here. This one's going to be the slide home. And save it. So now, if I hit play, we get farther away. If you can hear, the sounds get quieter. That's what we want. So I'm going to go back over to our 1911 animations. I'm going to change our reload. Yeah. Actually, I didn't really need to even do that. I could have just selected it from right here. So this one's going to be SC pistol mag out. And this one's going to be SC pistol mag in. And save. So we're good to go there. Now we just need to do our fire. So I'm going to create a separate attenuation for that because I don't want the sounds to be heard over X distance necessarily. So we're going to go to weapon sounds, fire, right click, sounds, and another sound attenuation. So we're going to do SA underscore fire sound. And I'll keep this pretty much the same for all of them just about. Maybe a little quieter for the pistol, but I don't care all that much. I want the inner radius to be the same for, let's see, I am American, so I got to convert this to yards, so it makes more sense to me. So cm to yards. So let's see, I want the sound to be roughly the same for up to, I don't know, 25 yards. Actually, better yet, closer to 10, so we're going to have about a 900 for the inner radius. And the fall off distance, I want this to be heard from, I don't know, all the way up. Well, this is still just a compact game, so I'm going to set it to something like, let's see, only 300 yards. So we'll just go about 25,000 for the fall off distance and save. So that's what I'm just going to use for this. When I right click, create a new sound cue. This one's going to be SC underscore fire rifle. And I'm going to change this pistol fire to be called fire underscore pistol. So let's open up the fire rifle. Drag the fire rifle sound in, connect, click on the output, and we're going to change our attenuation to fire sound and save it. Then we're just going to duplicate this with Control W, change it from fire rifle to fire pistol. Open it up, select fire rifle, change it to fire pistol, save it, and we're done. Now we can go back to our 1911 animations. Fire. I love that it spams it right away. Go to fire pistol, change it to SC. We're going to have SC underscore fire pistol, save it, go to fire empty, click it, and change it to SC fire pistol again. So now you can see I start getting pretty far away. I'm definitely going to be shortening that range really quick. So let's change this to, I don't know, 20,000, or no, 15,000. Change the inner radius to only 500. And let's listen again. All right, I think that is too short of a fall off, so I'm going to change the inner radius to 100. And I'm okay with that. So just file save. And now let's work on the rest of the sounds. So for the reload, we're going to go, we already did those. I'm going to copy one of these, the sound cues, and paste it in the rifle. And change the name up a bit. So this is just going to be sc underscore mag underscore. And I'm going to control W that and change it to mag out. Change this one to mag in. Then paste again, which it didn't seem to paste. Change this to sc underscore bolt underscore. We're going to duplicate that. So 1, 2, just 2 more times. So control W. This one's going to be bolt home, control W, bolt rear, and change the original to bolt cycle. So now we have all of these falling in line accordingly. I'm missing one, aren't I? Let's see, bolt cycle, bolt home, bolt rear, bolt cycle, home, rear, mag in, mag out, mag in, mag out, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Never mind, I just miscounted entirely. Now we can open this guy up. So I'm just going to open the rest of these and start. So let's search for bolt, copy bolt, select cycle, save. This one's bolt home, select bolt homes, and save. This one's bolt rear, select bolt rear, and save. And close the 3 related to bolt. This one's going to be search for mag underscore, so mag in, save. This one's mag out, save. I'm just going based off the names we have up here. So we have our sound set up now for the rifle. And if we want to, we can do these two, which unfortunately we're going to do. So I'm going to copy that, paste it here. So this one's going to be sc underscore bolt underscore slam underscore home. Control W. This one's going to be bolt underscore to underscore rear. And change these accordingly, just like we did before. So this one's going to be bolt. So bolt slam home. Save. This one's bolt to rear. Save. And now we're good. So now if we go back to our weapons, go to the M1 carbine, animations, fire, we're going to change, just search for SC. So we're going to select the SC fire rifle, save, and go to the reload. It's going to be SC mag out. This one's SC mag in, save. Those are the only two. Go to reload empty, do the same exact thing. So mag out, mag in, see bolt rear, bolt home, and save. Just triple check. Good there. So now let's move on to the STG. Animations, same thing, fire rifle, save. Reload, change the mag outs and the mag in to work with our sound cues, and save. And same thing with reload empty, and we should be good to go. Mag out, mag in, bolt to rear, and bolt slam home. Save. So, when I'm really close to it, you can hear the sounds playing accordingly. Go nice and loud. I go farther. And you can hear it. So it gets quieter pretty much the farther you move away. and that's what we want. So now our animations are set up to have the sound cues play, and they are purely based on distance. So our shots will be heard, up until whatever 15,000 centimeters is roughly, and our reloads will only be heard up until what was it? I can't even remember what values we set in our sound attenuation, but so now they're going to be heard loud and clear when we reload up close, but when we get farther away, they're going to become quieter and quieter until we no longer hear them. Because, like I said before, if Johnny reloads right here and we're up in this corner, we don't need to hear Johnny reload. We're not going to hear it. Sound doesn't really travel through walls and stuff very well. It's not a whole lot for it to bounce off of to reach our ears, and it's not exactly something that's super loud, especially with everything else that would be going on. So there's no reason to really have to worry about it and try to hear it. But if we're up here or here, we want to still hear it. We want to hear it quietly here, but we would want to hear it loudly up close, and that's what we have using the sound cues. So now that that is out of the way, I will see you in the next one. As always, my Patreon and Discord are linked in the description, so if you feel like supporting me or joining the Patreon, you have some questions. Feel like supporting me, please donate via Patreon. If you feel like you want to ask some questions or get together with anyone else that's following alongside these tutorials, feel free to join the Discord. I will see you in the next one.